students. Today we are going to start the topic that is national park and sanctuaries. So, what are about the endangered species? Certain species of the plants and animal, their number are drastically reduced beyond critical level, and if the special protections are not given to them or special attentions not given to them, so they will be totally destroyed in future or totally extinct from the nature, and that species called the endangered species or the vulnerable or threatened species. So for the conservation of these threatened or endangered species, national parks and sanctuaries were dedicated to conserve the environment and the natural things and wildlife. So therein, so in national parks, all private rights are non-existent, and all forestry operations and other uses such as the grazing of domestic animals are strictly prohibited. The general public may enter it for the purpose of observation and study. Certain parts of the national parks are developed for tourism in such way that enjoyment with do not disturb or scare the animals, means special protection given to them, and the hunting or killing of animals, or then again cattle grazing or harm to that particular things of the nature and the natural resources are totally strictly avoided. So according to IUCN, that is the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, the national park in a relatively large area where one or several ecosystems are altered by human exploitation and the occupations, where plant and animal species, geomorphological sites and habitats are of the specific scientific, educative and recreative interest, or which contains the natural landscapes of the great beauty, where the highest component authority of the country has taken steps to prevent or eliminate as soon as possible exploitation or occupation in the whole area, and to enforce effectively the respect of ecological, geomorphological or aesthetic features which have led to its establishment, and where visitors are allotted to enter under special conditions for the inspirational, then cultural and the recreational purposes. So, what are about the sanctuary? So sanctuary means wildlife sanctuary is similar to national park. These are not only the protection of wildlife but for the conservation of species. The boundary of sanctuary is not limited by state legislation. In the sanctuary, killing, hunting or capturing of any species of birds and animals is strictly prohibited except by or under the control of highest authority in the department responsible for the management of the sanctuary. Private ownership may be allotted to continue in sanctuary and forest and other usage permitted to the extent, and they do not adversely affect in that wildlife or on that conditions. Some of the well-known wildlife sanctuaries and national parks of India are given here, and this will be explained or this will be studied one by one or in different lecture. So the Wildlife Protection Act is developed in 1984. Wildlife sanctuary means an area of land which is the subject of an agreement made under the section 16th of the Conservation and Land Management Act, which were developed in 1984 for the management of natural reserve. Means these are the two important act are very important, that is, and out of this Wildlife Protection Act which were developed in 1984, so for the protection of the wildlife area. So where any flora or fauna is taken in any part of the flora means plant and fauna means animals, so or the state where the fauna or flora is protected, the fauna or flora shall continue to be protected. Now that it may be have been removed from that part of the state to another part where the same species, class or description of the fauna or flora is not protected. The minister may be notice declare any animal or any class of animal specified in the notice to be fauna for the purpose of this act, either generally or in relation to time and place specified in the notice, and the animal or class of animal is specified shall be fauna for the purpose of this. So any notice published to subsection 2 may be varied or cancelled by the minister of subsequent notice published in the government gazette. Then with different rules and regulation of the protection of the fauna. So except to the extent which the minister declares by notice published in the government, so there are some provision of this section. All fauna is wholly protected throughout the whole of the state at all times. Subject to the section 15A, the minister may from time to time declare that any of the fauna is protected or to protected to such extent for such period of time throughout or whole or such part of the state as shall think it. And in this way the different rules and regulations for the protection of the flora and fauna of the particular species regarding those have to be endangered in day by day. And if I already explained the special protection not given to them, so their number drastically reduce. So students, there are the different Tadoba National Park, then Kanha National Park, Kaziranga National Park, Nagzira Wildlife Sanctuary. These are the different examples of the national park and the wildlife sanctuary. So in today's session, we are going to start now the Kanha National Park. We are going to start now, that is a Kanha National Park here in today's session. So this Kanha National Park, in this park is present in Madhya Pradesh, and which came into being in 1955 and forms the core of the Kanha Tiger Reserve. It is called as Kanha Tiger Reserve, created in 1974 under a Project Tiger. The park's landmark achievement in the preservation of the rare hard ground swamp deer Barasinga, saving it from the near extinction. Means the species of the Barasinga, then tiger, that their number is vulnerable, which may be rare, and for the protection of this species, that Kanha National Park was established. Stringent conservation programs for the overall protection of the parks in different kinds of the flora and fauna, which marks Kanha. Kanha, one of the most well maintained national parks in Asia, one of the most important national parks in Asia. The heightened attractions within the park is uh, park in this park are the Dadar, popularly known as Sunset Point, that offers the most inspiring backdrop of the sunset against grazing. Then Sambar and Gaurs, magnifying the natural splendor of the area. Aside from the diverse wildlife and bird population, the frequent sightings of the tigers roaming in the world at Kanha Wildlife Sanctuary remain the most popular draw. So the main wildlife attractions in the park are tiger, bison, gaur, sambar, chitta, barsinga, barking deer, black buck, nilgai, mouse deer, sloth bear, jackal fox, hyena, jungle cat, thyon. These are the different examples of these species that present here in this Kanha National Park. The bird species in the park include storks, teals, pintails, pond herons, egrets, peacock, peafowl, jungle fowl, spur fowl, squirrels, ring grouse, spotted parakeets, green pigeons, rock pigeons, cuckoos. These are the different woodpecker, kingfisher, warbles, drongos, peafowl, monkey, mongoose, tiger, and the leopard. So these are the different kind of the species are conserved and protected in this Kanha National Park for their maintenance and their conservation. So the students here finish my topic, that is Kanha National Park, and in next lecture we will study about the Kaziranga National Park, Tadoba National Park, and so thank you very much for this session. Once again, thank you.